Daniel now is going to give you an overview of the program of the next 2 days.
Very briefly, because you have it in your bag, but we all know about user-generated content, bottom-up innovation. We all know how creative, how dynamic innovation has been on the internet for a number of years. Now, this, we don't have to repeat it to you. This, to us, is a new system of innovation. I've done this provocation several times, saying none of the major uses of the internet in the last 15 years have been invented in the specialized research labs or in the large corporations working in IT and operators and so on. And this is not because they're stupid, they're not. It's just that because there's so many other people out there and they're equipped with production tools and they're networked so that they can work together. All this we know. Now, what we wanted to see and to check during this conference was how this regime of innovation can transpire to other areas beyond the digital. Because the digital is too easy, it's just ones and zeros, you can rewrite it, this is very easy. So can we actually reinvent the way things, objects, are manufactured, used, repurposed, transformed, designed? This is what we're going to see this morning. Then we'll move to organizations, to corporations, to societies, to cities. And again, can we use technology not to rationalize them, not to organize them in perfect ways, but to involve people in their transformation, to make them co-authors of this, not just to discuss, but to empower them to actually change things in their own lives and in their collective lives. Professional, as citizens, etc. So this is this afternoon. Then, because we're getting ambitious, we're moving to the planet. Can we actually, again, instead of waiting for the magic technology that will solve global warming, or the magic political decision, which is probably even more magic, that will also solve or even slow down global warming, can we actually be part of understanding the situation, of measuring, of building, through innovation, through participation, new ways of living, of consuming, of producing, of exchanging, that actually help us move towards a more sustainable planet. So again, it's all about this idea of a do-it-yourself, or maybe even better, a do-it-ourselves future. So this is Saturday morning. And then when we've said that, it might happen, it might not happen. There are conditions under which it might or might not happen. And this is the kinds of thinkings that we will revolve around during the last afternoon on the Saturday with several speakers, some of them who have prepared their speeches, and some of them, Edith and Philippe, who deliberately haven't prepared anything, who are going to listen to the speeches and deliver their own thought geared towards possible actions that we could undertake together.
So we're going to talk about these things, but as usual at Lift, you can also see them in action, and it's what you can participate in the experience space, which is just outside of this room. As usual, we have a lot of different projects that are being presented. I just wanted to quickly go over some of them that I particularly like. The open source washing machine that you can see outside. There is the interaquaring, it's clothes that can talk to each other. It's a very fun project. The CRI is actually a robot that goes around the city and projects pictures and movies on walls. This is very poetic project, I think. Augmented reality. The magic sense, if you go to the bar and you're alone, you put your glass somewhere and the bar draws a line to somebody else, so you have to talk with him or with her. So that's a lot of projects. La Montre Verte, which is a sensor that you take in the city that captures the sound level and the pollution level. It draws a map of the whole city in real time. So that's a lot of projects that you can see. And during the breaks, we really invite you to go there to meet others and to participate, to play, to test everything. And because we have very short time, I'm not going to go into more details about this. A word for our partners. A conference like Lift, the size of Lift, doesn't happen without strong partners helping us, keeping the conference accessible and diverse. We really thank them. You can see them here. What can we no? The Commission européenne. I was trying to translate l'Europe s'engage in English, but that's too hard. The European Commission, la région Provence-Alpes-Côte d'Azur, la région PACA, le Conseil général, le secrétariat d'État chargé de la prospective, l'économie numérique, l'IEC, who's been following us since 3 years now with Lift, Microsoft, that we are very happy to welcome at Lift, and then l'année de la créativité et de l'innovation. So thank you very much to our partners, and now we will start with the program, with the initial and necessary provocation, challenge.
Yes, we wanted to start with the bad news for our speakers. We wanted to challenge them and ask ourselves, has all this happened before? Are we reinventing the wheel? And we called on a historian, one of our major historians of science, Dominique Pestre, who will try to take us through some precedents and maybe help us identify what is really new in the current period. Dominique, please help me welcome Dominique Pestre.